Welcome, everybody, to Blacks in Motion. As always, it's your sports guy, Clif. It seems like I've been away for a while, but now I'm back, and as always, I have the hottest sports news out there for you right now. So in this first part of my segment, I'm going to talk about the NFL, and I'm specifically going to talk about undefeated teams. I'm going to talk about those teams and determine whether or not they're actually contenders are pretenders. And I know you can't wait, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. The first team that's undefeated, the New England Patriots. That's right. Even after Deflategate, those guys are still doing it on the field. And you know what? I have no complaints. And just like in the picture, yeah, Tom Brady is saying, hey, guys, it should be okay. I only took this much air out of the ball. Now, I'm just poking fun at him. Look, that guy's still a tactician at the quarterback position, and those guys are dismantling everybody. Between him and the coach, Bill Belichick, other teams have no chance. The next team I want to talk about is the Cincinnati Bengals. That's right, the Bengals are undefeated right now, and they're getting really good play out of their running back Giovanni Bernard, but I don't know if they're quite contenders. I'm going to call them a pretender, and it's because of their recent history, especially in the playoffs. They just don't seem to get it done. I like Andy Dalton, but he may not be that quarterback to be able to propel them on a deep playoff run and possibly a Super Bowl appearance. Next team, we're going to talk about the Green Bay Packers, probably the best team in football, definitely in the NFC, and they're led by Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, you know, one of their best receivers goes down with an injury, no problem. We're still going to put it to anybody that comes to us on the field. It doesn't matter who you put in there. I can go in there and get a couple of receptions a game. Nah, maybe not. I'm too slow. But hey, look for the Green Bay Packers to continue to kill, and hopefully their defense can hold up, and possibly we can see them in the Super Bowl again. Now moving on to the next team, the Denver Broncos. These guys are pretenders. Well, Cliff, why are they pretenders? They're undefeated. Yeah, but have you seen how they win their games? Usually it's real close and they got to come back, and the offense really struggles, but that defense is so good, just like cornerback Chris Harris, who has a few pick sixes this season already. But I don't think that offense can hold up because we're finally starting to see a decline in play from quarterback Peyton Manning. So look for the Broncos to maybe hold on to that spot and maybe not. And now we'll go on to another contender, the Atlanta Falcons. That's right, the Atlanta Falcons. These guys have been up, down, and this year they seem to have the chemistry just right. Now, they benefit from being in a very weak division, and they have a solidified running game with Devontae Freeman. This guy may be the best running back in football this year, at least through the first few games, he is. So look for that dual attack between running game and wide receiver Julio Jones and quarterback Matt Ryan getting the ball to him for them to lead the Falcons into the playoffs and possibly deep this year. And the last team I want to talk about is the Carolina Panthers. Unfortunately, they're pretenders. They lost their best wide receiver. They still have Cam Newton. Now, he's still kind of like Superman, but I don't know if his superpowers are going to allow them to go all the way into the playoffs and possibly the Super Bowl. Those guys are just going to come up too short in too many other areas of the football team. So there you go. Pretenders, contenders from the undefeated teams left in the NFL. Ultimately, we're just going to have to see what happens on the field. But, hey, I think you ought to take my advice and keep an eye on those teams. But, hey, stay logged on. Stay tuned in after the break. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little college football and a program that had to fire its head coach. Stay logged on.